What is going on, Unstoppable Squad? We're back with another podcast. Unstoppable kind of like ditched us and left us in the studio, but I'm looking around and the lights are red and green for some reason. It's really weird. What do you think?
I don't like it, because it reminds me of the Grinch for Christmas. It's not.
You're not a Christmas guy?
No.
Okay.
I don't like snow. Nice. Snow is not fun.
So, I am Pistol Pete.
I'm Vulture.
He's finally back doing another podcast episode.
And I'm excited to be back because last time I was here, we went over some interesting topics. Mm-hmm. But finally, Stephanie McMahon got introduced into the Hall of Fame.
She did. She deserves it, too. So, with that out of the way, glad to be doing this podcast episode with you. Wish Unstoppable would be here.
Yeah.
Can't win them all, I guess.
Nope.
Alright, let's move on with our first topic. It's John Cena. He won his first Intercontinental Championship this last week on Raw, and he is now officially a GrandSlam champion.
I am very excited for him. I cannot wait to see further down the final tour and to see who he goes against in his final match.
I know. It's been quite interesting, the tournament, as of late.
Yeah, because some of the matches I feel like they weren't put out how they were supposed to be.
Yeah, we'll talk about one that I personally was sad by.
Yeah.
I was kind of sad by it, but this is history. John Cena is a legend, and I know the term greatest of all time kind of gets like shuffled a lot nowadays, and there can only be one in each sport. But I think now that Cena is a Grand Slam champion, I think he is without a doubt the GOAT.
Yeah.
Of WWE. What do you think, Vulture?
I think so too. Because he started from the ground up because he just wanted a shot. Made it to where he's always wanted to be a Grand Slam champion.
And yeah, it was very cool to see, and if backstage rumors are confirming this, I don't know if this has been confirmed by anyone, but I think Dominic Mysterio wanted Cena to be the Grand Slam winner. That was pretty cool to see, and it's about time, personally.
Yeah, it really is.
It's crazy that John Cena, with everything he's accomplished, the Intercontinental Championship was just, eluded him for so long. I personally hope Sheamus wins this thing, because then he will unofficially would make him the next Grand Slam champion, because obviously Cena's going to drop the belt at some point. But assuming that he holds on to it till then, maybe he'll drop it beforehand. That would be kind of wild to see Sheamus be a Grand Slam champion too.
Yeah, Sheamus growing up, he was an amazing wrestler. He was known as the Celtic Warrior, bar for a little bit, and now he's back to the way that he should be.
Yeah, that topic, we got Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella turned on Stephanie Vaquor on the same episode of Raw that Cena won the title. I kind of saw this coming.
I sort of didn't.
You didn't?
Because I saw Nikki Bella, usually she's all, nice to people, and they don't ever have people, interfering. Mm-hmm. However, seeing Nikki interfere with her friend Stephanie is it's weird.
Yeah, this whole alliance has been kind of weird, personally, because I don't think Stephanie really needs Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
I think she's great on her own, personally, which is why I kind of saw the turn. But I did, because when they were having their, beef at the end of the last Raw that they were on, they were kind of, butting heads, and I was thinking, are they going to turn her? And given Nikki Bella's history with Cena, I think having her do it in Boston would get the most heat from the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Because Boston's more so...
They're more Cena focused.
Yeah, they're more of the people's champ, less than the Bellas.
Yeah. And kind of a hot take. I know I've said quite a bit on this podcast, actually. A hot take, I never really understood the hype for Nikki Bella.
Me neither.
I know that might be a hot take for some. I personally never saw the hype.
Me neither.
I was never a Bella fan. Kind of remind me of the Kardashians, actually. They kind of remind me of the Kardashians. A little bit. But I hope this does well for Stephanie's character. It lights a fire under her.
Because honestly, she just needs to either earn the title or stay out of WWE.
Yeah. Nikki Bella doesn't really
fit with wrestling.
Fit with the current roster, actually.
No, not at all.
I bet you if she said, "Okay, I've done my part, see ya," I don't think anyone would care if this was the last we've seen of her. But no, it's not. I know that, but if it were, I don't think anyone would care. So yeah, that's our thoughts.
So the next subject in this is Charlotte Flair reveals to Alexa Bliss that she will not join forces with Rhea Ripley to complete at Survivor Series. What do you think about that?
I think it makes sense, actually, and here's why. I feel like with Charlotte's history with Rhea Ripley, these two have been on opposing sides for so long, and now even Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, now that I mention it, even they were on opposing sides, but since I guess what I'm saying is it kind of makes sense for her to not want to align with Rhea, because that would kind of be turning your back on everything you build up for so long. I'm not a Charlotte fan at all, but obviously what she's done in her career is impeccable. She's accomplished a lot
throughout all the years.
So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see who's taking her place. A War Games match is 5-on-5. So Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky.
Yeah.
That leaves 2 more. I was thinking that Stephanie Vaquor was gonna be added to there. Now it might be one other person, or it might not be her at all. What about AJ Lee?
I'm happy that she's back.
No, I'm thinking, what if AJ Lee joins the team?
I would be honestly shocked, because I think that she might be ready, but not almost there.
Yeah, that might have been, a one-off thing to take care of, Becky.
Yeah.
Because, ever since her match, she hasn't really been around.
Yeah, sadly, because, well, we all like AJ Lee.
I'm thinking maybe AJ Lee takes Charlotte's place, because CM Punk's in the men's War Games match.
Yeah.
So it's
cool.
kind of easy booking for them.
Yeah, it would really be easy booking.
And then, obviously, the last spot, who takes that last spot, I couldn't tell you who they are, but I think one of them is going to be AJ Lee.
100%.
Anything you'd like to add? Our next topic, Logan Paul joins the Vision, possibly for War Games. CM Punk and Jey Uso, War Games. Will there be a 4th? John Cena rumored to be the 4th for CM Punk, and Cody and Jay. And Brock Lesnar is rumored to be the 4th member for the Vision.
I don't see this going well.
No, not at all. Not at all. Brock Lesnar is a very intimidating force.
And plus, he's a powerhouse compared to lightweights and heavy lightweights.
Yeah, I mean, Cena's no joke either. But to be locked in a War Games match with Brock Lesnar must be terrifying.
Yeah, because you're surrounded.
You're surrounded by. There's nowhere you can go
except for climbing up.
Yeah, but you can't escape.
Yeah.
Because
everybody's in there.
Oh no, that's a cell match. But anyway, so yeah, I don't see this going well at all.
Yeah, me neither. I hope for the best that Team Cena wins. I just don't have a good
I don't think I could. I don't have a good feeling about this. Kabuki Warriors win the tag team championships.
I am shocked because the Kabuki Warriors lately have been messing with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, because it's getting closer to War Games. So hopefully we'll see them going against each other in a 2-on-2.
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe a rematch.
I see a rematch happening.
But yeah, they I mean, I guess they won the championships back, so good for them. I still kind of believe that this isn't gonna go well for Asuka.
Yeah.
Because I think Unstoppable and I were talking about it a few weeks back. Like, at the end of this, I can see Kairi, like, leaving Asuka.
Yeah.
Splitting up from her.
Yeah, because Asuka is very rude to Kairi as well. Because we witnessed her get slapped, called things. It don't feel right.
Nah, not at all.
She needs to leave Asuka.
Yeah, I do too. I think she is definitely, like, Asuka's definitely one of the best that they've had in years. I think that Kairi definitely has to leave Asuka.
Yeah.
But that could be an interesting storyline. Because I think Io, I wasn't sure at the beginning because I thought that Kairi Sane she was kind of like 50-50 on Asuka for a bit there. But I guess she aligned with Asuka, and now they're the tag team champions. Good for them. I don't know how long they'll hold on to it, though.
Yeah, me neither. We'll see if they make it to War Games. Hoping they do, because if they hold it more, that just means more title defenses. We all love title defenses.
Yeah. Another few topics from now, there's someone who unfortunately was on the other end of that. But we'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, Kabuki Warriors win Tag Team Championship. What do you guys think?
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments. Adam Pearce says no one has correctly guessed Solo Sikoa's upcoming mystery opponent. The WWE Universe have a ton of theories, and could they all be wrong? So far they are, and that is surprisingly official. That is the quote from Adam Pearce. Who do you think? Vulture, who do you think
We'll go against
it
Solo.
will be?
Me being me and me loving my past, honestly, because seeing that they just won tag titles in TNA, just had Dudley Boy's last match.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll see a little bit of Jeff Hardy.
Possibly. Can't recall the last time he faced John Cena. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
I know he did in the past, but it was a while ago since they fought.
It was 2009.
Yeah.
Just before you got released.
Yeah, that was the era I was thinking it would be. No, I think it is, and this would be hilarious.
Who?
Matt Cardona. I mean, Zack Ryder was in the tournament, but like, what if he pulls a Mick Foley and just comes out as
I see it.
Cardona?
I see it.
That would be hilarious.
I see it because there are two things. One, because in WWE he was known as Zack Ryder and woo woo woo. Mm-hmm. However, on the indie scene, he was known as numerous things. The Indies King, the Deathmatch King. Mm-hmm. I honestly feel like he might be back as some normal self.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona.
I mean, he's his normal self on NXT.
Yeah, but then he went to
SmackDown and he was
back to Zack
Ryder. I think it could be hilarious that if he comes back out as Matt Cardona for this match. I just think that would be awesome.
It would be awesome and hilarious at the same time.
Other names, obviously, big one floating around is Chris Jericho, but since Adam Pearce said that no one has correctly guessed it, do you think that we won't be seeing Chris Jericho?
I don't think so, but I still have that gut feeling, I'll say it again.
Jeff Hardy.
That there's him, Moxley.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
that is true.
I feel like Moxley would be coming back for one more run.
He was rumored for a while. And I don't know what his contract situation
but mind
is.
you,
but
rumors dialed down.
That is, yeah, they have.
And that means that when rumors dial down, something big
might happen. You're right there. Yeah, but who knows? Who knows who this could be? Do you guys have any other people it could be? Let us know in the comments. Speaking of Jericho, he breaks his silence to address his future ahead of his highly anticipated WWE return. As previously reported, Jericho is expected to return to WWE in 2026 for another run in the company before ultimately being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Quote, well, listen, I'm just going to give it my all and give it 100%. 100%. Let's just see what happens. Chris Jericho via Talk is Jericho. So, I guess that answers my previous thought.
Jericho's coming back next year.
I should have just read this next topic and I could have said someone else. But hey, you live and learn, I guess. I'm definitely thinking Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble or
Mania.
Mania this year, maybe.
Yeah, that would be huge.
Because Mania's in next year.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you might be seeing him around when we last saw him.
That is true.
Around this time.
Yeah, I think it was around Mania where he left the company. But yeah, so Jericho is coming back, but it's not going to be till next year. I guess we'll see what happens.
Mysterio hilariously crashes out after losing the IC Championship to John Cena on Raw. I don't understand what happened. Where's Finn? Where's JD? Where's Raquel? Where's Roxanne? Anybody? Where's the Judgment Day? Where's the Judgment Day when you need them? Doesn't matter. I'm still holding gold. I was cheated out there by my so-called boss, Triple H. Where is my family? Why am I... Dominic Mysterio via WWE on X.
That's absolutely hilarious.
The fact that he crashes out on live TV is awesome.
Like, I said it earlier, like, there is a solid chance that Dominic Mysterio approached them and said, hey, Cena should be the champ. This is absolutely hilarious for kayfabe. There's the Judgment Day. Well, first of all, the Judgment Day is dead.
Yeah, it should have been dead since Edge left.
Edge left. In my opinion, it's not even the Judgment Day anymore because the original members of the Judgment Day are gone. Like, they're gone from the group. Like, Edge is obviously gone. Like, gone. He's in the rival promotion. Then we have,
Rhea
Ripley, who is gone, and Damian Priest got betrayed by Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and everyone else. So first of all, the Judgment Day is dead, and to call out Triple H, man, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
You're just begging to either have his final match or your burial because he knows Undertaker. It's not the best idea for you to be in that situation when
not at all.
You know your boss is friends with Undertaker.
Yeah, that's not good at all, man.
It's not the best.
So yeah, to call it Triple H, I mean, Dominic Mysterio, you could very well be, like, signing your own death warrant.
Yeah, I'd say that, yeah.
And where's your family? Well, your family
doesn't
like you.
You betrayed
your father. You called him a deadbeat dad. You betrayed your mother and your sister at WrestleMania 3 years ago at this point.
You call yourself the king of luchadores.
When that's clearly your father. So,
he's been in the business 10 times longer. He went against
Rey Mysterio is the GOAT of luchadors. Yeah, that's where I stand on this because I like you, Dom, but better watch yourself. Just a little bit.
A wee bit.
Just a little bit. Involves a TNA fan getting kicked out of the arena. A fan by the Twitter user Mr. Jacob Cohen. Just to let everybody know, I have been asked by TNA management to leave the show tonight. There was a belief that I was filming the show. I showed them I was not. They returned and asked me to leave anyways. Wasn't allowed to talk to anyone further, so that's all from me tonight. Added bonus, I was told I will not be receiving a refund. And then Tony Khan replied to this fan and said, you are always welcome at AEW and Ring of Honor.
Nice.
First of all, this isn't the first time that a fan got kicked out from an arena for taking pictures. Promotions have done this before. They don't really like it when fans take pictures or video of the entrances, but so many do it anyways that they kind of just brush it under the rug and don't worry about it, because if they kick out one fan for doing it, then everybody would be kicked out, because 9 times out of 10, if one guy is doing it, then the entire arena is doing it. and he won't be receiving a refund. That's pretty wild, bro. Because tickets are not cheap, and if you get kicked out of a wrestling promotion, that's kind of like, I guess one argument could be made, like, it's on you for getting kicked out yourself. Like, assault anybody, you didn't interfere with the show that's going on. You just took a picture. That's kind of, so I want to know what he took a picture of. Like, did he take a picture of the entrance, or like a wrestler, or did he take a picture that he wasn't of something he wasn't supposed to be taking a picture of? I think I'm leaning more towards that, because there wouldn't be this of commotion about a photo being taken. It must have been something that they're kind of keeping to themselves right now, and then will be released to the public very shortly.
Yeah, hopefully that guy is able to go back to TNA and watch more of their shows, obviously.
Yeah.
But I honestly think that's messed up.
It's completely messed up. This is the arena and the TNA management getting too upset about things, because TNA is not saying they're like worse than AEW or WWE, but they're kind of like AEW and WWE are kind of like the two big promotions that everybody knows and everybody follows week to week. TNA is kind of like in the next tier below that. Yeah. So this isn't, what if this was your first time going to a wrestling show?
Yeah.
Just to have that experience be your first.
I would not be happy.
I would not be happy, and I would be asking for my money back. If that were my first experience with a wrestling show, I'd be really upset with them right now. That's all I have to say about this.
Me too.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
It's the fact that they need to stop worrying about if they're taking photos or videos and focus on their camera quality or their angles on where they put the camera. Mm-hmm. Instead of focusing on the fans who are taking pictures and photos.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I've taken photos at WWE shows before, and I was fine. But yeah, in today's climate, everyone is kind of it feels like some promotions are too corporate than others, and maybe this is just one of those instances where it happened in front of an official. And yeah, it's kind of all I need to say.
Yeah, same.
Let us know what you think of this topic or any of the other ones in the comments below.
Bianca Belair admits her injury was much worse than expected, and her WWE return is uncertain, quote unquote. So I broke my knuckle, which is not my finger. I broke my knuckle joint. It's something that I thought was going to be very straightforward. 8 to 12 weeks. It's almost been 6 months at this point. Mm-hmm. Mania, and I was in a triple threat with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, and we were going to the top rope because that's what we do. We came off the top rope and Rhea landed straight on my hand and just crushed everything in my finger. It's been a crazy journey, and being an athlete and having an injury, you rarely on your body, and now my body's not doing what it's supposed to do, but I'm hoping I can be back in the ring soon. Bianca Belair via 106 in Sports.
So she broke her finger, so her knuckle joint is kind of right here.
Yeah.
Right there. So what she's saying, her finger is fine, but the knuckle joint is basically shattered.
Yeah.
Which is basically means her hand is just shattered at this point. It's not easy. I've had a broken finger before. It sucks because especially if it's your dominant hand, can't really do much until it heals. But they kind of just normally if you break your finger, they kind of just tape it to the next one and put it in a splint. Can't imagine dealing with this as a wrestler, you know what I mean? This must suck, and I'm glad, and I'm just hoping that Bianca gets well.
We hope, Bianca, we hope you have a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
And we hope we see you back in the ring going against Rhea and Io.
Yeah, hopefully you come back and do some next topic is the current NWA National Champion is Mikey from the Spirit Squad. Mike Mondo won the NWA National Championship, which good for him. Like, it gives him his own solo title.
But it's just
I don't really
have
much to say about this. So I guess we can move on to our next one, which is Joe Hendry. Say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry signed a multi-year deal with WWE. Vulture, anything you want to... Are you excited for Joe Hendry being on WWE programming?
I love Joe Hendry, and right now he's doing amazing at it. And what can I say? I believe in Joe Hendry.
I'm a believer in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry he's the type of character where I typically don't like the comedic characters, but Joe Hendry, he has, I don't know what it is, but this whole thing he has right now, like, he just appears whenever you say his name.
Oh my god.
I don't know. For whatever reason, it just makes I want more. Whenever I see Joe Hendry, I want to see him do more, and he's officially a WWE wrestler.
I'm happy.
I'm happy right now
to see what he accomplishes in WWE.
Maybe he'll actually compete for NXT things, because he's been used a lot in over there.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll just be automatically moved up. But are you guys excited for Joe Hendry's signing with WWE? Let us know in the comments section down below.
Former WWE star JDC Fandango officially announces his retirement tonight on TNA Impact. He says he will officially retire after TNA Genesis in January and apologizes to the system as he promises to help them find the perfect replacement for him. Rascals and interrupt things. They say before JDC retires, he and the system need to face the Rascals at Turning Point. Wesley is back under a new name.
Man, a lot to go over here.
Yeah, wow.
First of all, congrats to JDC. He's wrestled for a while. Hopefully this is on his terms, as he's very, in my opinion, Fandango has always been underrated.
Yeah.
It just sucks he never really was utilized as well as he should have been in WWE, but since he was in TNA, he's a big member of, and I mean a huge member of the system right now. He's kind of he was used as their manager at first, but then he was incorporated into the system. So they need to so I guess the system is facing the Rascals and at Turning Point, which is sure to be a great match. And Wesley is back, which... Who saw that coming, right? Everyone. Spoiler, everyone saw that coming. When NXT released, I still can't get over the fact that Wesley is gone from NXT.
It's sad.
You wasted him. And I know he had that injury for that middle portion of his NXT run, but that's gonna be a good match, and I might tune in for Turning Point.
Yeah, I want to.
So, anything you'd like to add on this, Vulture?
I still can't believe that they let Wesley go. I'm happy that Fandango is finally retiring. He deserves to retire. I just am shocked that it's happening after TNA Genesis.
His TNA ring name is Desmond Xavier, by the way. That's his new name in TNA, which I guess, no, it's not. That made absolutely zero sense. But anyway, it's Desmond Xavier, for anyone who wants to know. So I can't wait to see what he does in TNA. Man, I had a brain fart right there. But yeah, let us know in the comments below what you think about. Breaking news, Frankie Kazarian defeats Mike Santana to become the new TNA champion. After NXT evades TNA and takes everybody out, Frankie Kazarian calls his shot as he cashes in his trophy for a championship match. On the spot, Kazarian then takes advantage as he rolls Mike Santana up for the 1, 2, 3, and he becomes the champion, leaving Mike Santana shocked. And the reports are saying that he was not at the next recordings. He essentially walked out of TNA after that.
Wow.
And you know what? I'm going to say it here, and I think everybody is thinking this, everyone who watches TNA, obviously. If you don't, then I guess minor/major spoiler, whatever you consider, like, it's here. If you've been watching TNA, Mike Santana has been booked as basically this guy who always has to approach the next step. Like, he's always waiting for that opportunity to cash in on a big moment for him. Basically, he's been one of those guys who has really carried TNA for the past year and a half, however long it's been since Santana's been there. And I watched the match with Trick Williams, and I thought that match was awesome. I thought that was a really good match, and I was happy for Mike Santana. Because Mike Santana we're talking about underrated. We're calling Fandango underrated. Mike Santana isn't underrated anymore. Mike Santana is like one of the faces of TNA right now. And obviously this is all my opinion, but I think everyone watching this would agree with me here. Two things. Number one, this was Mike Santana's first title match since he won it.
Yeah.
And he lost it on his first title defense. For someone like Mike Santana, that has to be soul-crushing. That has to be like, man, I just wasted, however long this storyline was, just to get rolled up. And for a roll-up, bro, you didn't even give him, a chance to hit his finisher and hit your finisher. You rolled him up. Wow. Shame on TNA for that. And the second thing, and this is something I thought of, when I first got this in my feed. Thinking back to For Glory, when Frankie Kazarian won the Call Your Shot. It wasn't just Frankie Kazarian who won it. It was Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth and Frankie Kazarian both have opportunities. Frankie used his. I'm thinking there's going to be a hot potato situation.
Same thing.
I'm thinking Nick Nemeth is going to get this title back.
Yeah, hopefully. And
I hope he does, because I have nothing against Frankie Kazarian. I think he's extremely talented too. I think he's all means a TNA legend. By no means am I thinking that he doesn't deserve this. He absolutely does. TNA legend. But Mike Santana deserved better here, because he carried this company. He made everyone believe that TNA was a worthy second brand. And you take all of his momentum out from under him. That is pitiful, in my opinion. So, my prediction right now is that Nick Nemeth calls his shot, and he becomes champion right after this. It might be this week, actually, on TNA. Who knows? But yeah, that's all I have to say. Do you have anything to add, Vulture?
No, I'm on your side fully 100% because he deserves his title back. Mm-hmm. He doesn't deserve to get rolled up.
And I hope we see more with Mike Santana in TNA. But honestly, if we're talking about the fan getting thrown out of the episode of TNA Impact a few topics ago, if this is the last time we see Mike Santana in TNA, I would not blame him. I would not blame him for the slightest, because he just wasted his entire career in TNA right now.
Yeah. Okay. Breaking news: Chavo Guerrero officially signs a deal with WWE to return to the company. During a recent interview, Guerrero revealed that he's back with WWE and will be also helping out behind the scenes with AAA Lucha Libre. Yes, I just re-signed with WWE, and I'm also putting together things helping out with their AAA shows. Chavo Guerrero.
Be a wrestling binge. What's there to say about Chavo? He's a legend. He's
part of the biggest
name in biggest like family in Luchador. This was an easy re-sign, honestly. See him help. I'm intrigued to see what he can do with AAA. I think he could make that promotion like more. Not to say that AAA isn't good. It is. But I just feel like it's too much like NXT for me.
Yeah.
I think they need something to make it pop a little bit, and then maybe more people like myself would tune into it. Maybe Chavo Guerrero is the spark that they need to make it.
Hopefully.
What do you think?
I think that, they need Chavo to help out AAA, but if they also get Ray and Chavo at the same time to help out, I think they could really make it big.
Yeah. It would be huge if they get all of them together in something. And maybe that could be like, you know what would be cool? Maybe Chavo Guerrero goes with Rey Mysterio, has something with Dom.
That'd be cool.
I would love that. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
To see it could tie in the Guerrero and Mysterio families. That would be pretty cool. All right, so yeah, Chavo Guerrero officially re-signs a deal with WWE. What do you guys think of it? And let us know in the comments down below what your thoughts on this.
Next subject is Matt Cardona returns.
Returns to WWE. Or did he? One or the other. So Zack Ryder was back in WWE for a match against LA Knight.
Sadly, he lost.
But he lost. I was really sad.
Yeah.
Not that I have anything against LA Knight. Yeah. Not that I have anything against LA Knight, but like Jey Uso versus LA Knight is infinitely times more infinitely times less interesting than Zack Ryder versus Jey Uso. Like, that is a match I kind of want to see.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Not Matt Cardona.
But, like, Zack Ryder is Matt Cardona. I think it's weird that they're having Matt Cardona in NXT and Zack Ryder on the main roster. That's kind of weird. But who knows, right?
But hey, at least he's back to the main roster.
There isn't anything official that says that Matt Cardona has signed anything, but this was an appearance from him, and it was cool to see nonetheless. I personally hope he does sign, because I'd love to see him week to week.
Yeah, me too, because I miss Zack Ryder, and I love the whole Broski Boo and the whole Rough Rider. I miss those.
I do too. And it would be really interesting. I hope not that I have an issue with the Zack Ryder character. I'm obviously a Matt Cardona fan either way, but I'd like to see them lean more into the indie god character, mix it into the Zack Ryder personality.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
I think that would work perfectly.
That would be really cool to see.
Yeah. Hopefully we see Zack Ryder against CM Punk maybe, or Zack Ryder against Randy Orton one more time, because that would be great.
That would be really cool. Maybe Randy Orton is the
special person to go against Solo
Sikoa.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool. That would be cool. I just cook again, because I've been calling a lot of things from our last podcast. I had multiple different things, and they actually happened on Raw. It was kind of nuts. So maybe that will happen, and that would be really cool. Anyways, Matt Cardona's back. / Zack Ryder. What do you guys think down below? Are you excited? Are you not excited? What's your thoughts on the subject? Let us know in the comments down below.
WWE SmackDown will be moving back to 3-hour format from January 2nd to 3-hour format from January 2nd, 2026. WWE and USA Network have decided to move SmackDown back to 3 hours, beginning with the January 2nd show from Buffalo, New York.
I feel like we could have just had that aside from the first one, because you kind of said the same thing, or whoever gave us these notes kind of sent us the same thing twice. Maybe the second thing was a lot
similar.
A lot straight to the point, and I mean, in all seriousness, now at least for a lot of us, the 3-hour show is Raw.
Yeah.
and then the 2-hour show is SmackDown. That's kind of how it always has been up until very recently with the Netflix deal making Raw 2.5 hours. It seems like they're leaning into that, which fair enough. I think it's fine. But you're kind of like cutting out a half hour of like stuff that you could use for other talent. Now, on the flip side of this, SmackDown going to 3 hours. It was 3 hours at the beginning of this year, then they sent it back to 2 hours. But now it's looking like, no, they want that extra hour back.
Yeah, because they feel like they could probably put more matches
into the show. I hope
and
that's the case. I hope that's the case, because there are two ways this could go.
Yeah.
Number one is this 3-hour format is the ideal solution, because you have way more than 2 hours of content that you could use. Like several other people who may come up or / sign with WWE from the outside, like example Chris Jericho, maybe Zack Ryder if he signs a long-term deal with WWE, who knows. So it gives them an extra hour to work with. And on one hand, that could be really interesting. But you know how I felt when SmackDown first became 2 hours? It became 3 hours from always being 2 hours. It felt like that middle hour kind of drag. It felt like that middle hour. It was full of these things that they were trying to work with, but
it just wasn't
going well, so they cut it back down to 2 hours. And I think 2 hours SmackDown is kind of the way to go.
Yeah,
instead of 3.
For 2 hours, yeah, you can get so much done in 2 hours. Mm-hmm. But 3 just seems over excessive.
Yeah, and for the viewers who watch AEW, maybe someone watches TNA, maybe someone watches New Japan. Those people who also watch WWE. On top of that, because like the vast majority of our audience are WWE fans. Yeah. For the people who watch everything, I feel like the 2.5 hours of Raw, then 2 hours of NXT, and 3 hours of SmackDown with a 3-hour pay-per-view every month. Maybe on some months you have a main roster and NXT pay-per-view, so that's another 3 hours on top of that.
Yeah.
You see where I'm getting at? Like, this is a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, it's more than most people handle in one sitting, because not many people, like, a lot of people will stay for as long as they can, but it's the fact of, after a short period of time, people could, like, oh, we want to see another match, let's get different people out here, instead of it just continuously going for a long period of time.
Kind of how I feel. I feel like this could go either way, but they're moving it up to 3 hours. That being the case, I hope they know what they're doing, because if it's 3 hours and we're getting 2 hours worth of quality things, and then the last hour kind of is like, what's the point of this being on here? If that happens too much, it could be something where people get less excited for SmackDown every week.
I see where you're getting at, because if it's less, more people want.
Yeah.
Because more people pay attention to less.
Right.
However, the more, it's just going to drive people away.
Yeah.
So if I were them, I would stick it with the 2 hours instead of the 3, because they will get even more audience.
Mm-hmm. Of course, we all know the real reason they're moving it up to 3 hours, and it's because they want more money from the
fans,
cable companies. They really want more of the money. And well, I see why you would want more, but do you want more money or do you want more fans? Because if you want more people to tune in, like you said, Vulture, wouldn't 2 hours or 2.5 hours be more ideal to somebody than a 3-hour show?
Yeah, because it would keep them focused while they're still watching and focused on what's going on, instead of focusing on what's about to happen like, in a few minutes after the match.
Yeah.
Like what match is next, because it would be a 3-hour show and you would be doing that the whole time, and you don't want to do that.
No, not at all.
You
don't
just
want
to
to
sit back, be happy, watch the wrestling, and cheer.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, WWE's moving SmackDown to 3 hours. What do you guys think? Are you happy with this decision? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let us know all that in the comment section down below. Also, since this is the final topic on our show, how do you like the format with me and Vulture? Do you like this style? Do you want to see more Vulture and Unstoppable? Do you want to see me and Vulture? Do you want to see Unstoppable me? What do you guys think? Let us all know in the comments below. And with that out of the way, I think it's time to end everything. I think it's time to end our show. So, I am Pistol Pete.
I'm Vulture.
See ya.
See ya, guys.
Yep, peace.
Hey, everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy, bumfuck, pussy-ass bitch motherfucker.